Okay. Hi, folks. I am Shauna, your friendly scent librarian math nerd. I'm going to do a presentation today about the different membership plans. So let's get into it. Here's what we're going to talk about. I've got a slide that just briefly talks about, the overview of all of the plans, but then I'm going to go much more into each of the different plans at the different membership levels. And then I'm going to go through like three scenarios for each plan. These scenarios show the breakdown of what you would expect to pay each month and the price per vessel. I do know that this can be a little bit confusing. So if you have any questions, reach out me to directly, and I'm more than happy to walk you through your own, specific scenario and let you know what your costs would be or how much you would save or how much the price per vessels would be. Okay, so we really wanted to make a membership plan so that we could reward those who buy more with the best prices that we can give. But we kind of had to figure out a way to allow you to mix and match. We really didn't want a situation where in order to get a good price per vessel, you'd be locked into buying, a bunch of cases of the exact same color. We researched everything that was available in Shopify and we landed on this membership program. So we were excited. We set it up and, realized that our math wasn't exactly mathing. You all voted with your feet and we've responded. We dropped the monthly, or we cut the monthly membership fees in half. I also want to say, please understand, we are absolutely still learning. None of us have a business degree. A lot of this is trial and error. We really want to be fair to you and give you the best prices that we can, but we also have to be realistic. Especially when you're considering minimum quantity requirements, and there's not a lot of people that are doing luxury vessels like we are, and this isn't even our only focus. We have some really cool plans for the future, and we're really trying to work our way to get there. And we really are excited to share them with you when we're finally able to. Anyway, sorry about that tangent. Back to the overview. So, right, we've eliminated the hobbyist level, that lowest level. It didn't have a lot of a savings there anyway. We cut the prices of each membership level by half. The discounts are still the same. And then remember that the membership discount stacks with the pre-order discount. And I'm going to go over the math in how those were calculated in the next slide. Also, please keep in mind these plans all include the free Substack subscription to the Scent Librarian newsletter. And we're going to also provide, special links to any new exclusive limited editions, inventory, and any new product launches. Okay, so the pre-order um, pre-order math. So this shows you how I calculated these discounts. Essentially, what you have to do is that you have to take the amount that you'd pay after each discount and multiply those together. So, if you have a 25% off discount, that means you still pay 75% of the cost. Same deal with the 10% discount, you're paying 90% of the cost. So you multiply those together, but then that's how much you pay of the cost and not like the amount of the discount. So you have to do one minus that to get the discount. I know that might be kind of confusing. So I've included an example over here so you can see, if your original price is $100, after a 25% discount, then you're going to pay $75. And then after another 10% discount, then you're going to get to $67.50 after that additional $7.50 come off. But that's how much you pay. That's the same thing as saying it's a 32.5% discount. If you took a 32.5% discount off of $100, you multiply that, you get that you're gonna take off $32.50. When you subtract that off of 100, then you get $67.50. If you looked at that and you're like, I hate it, I don't understand it, Don't worry, I've done all of the math for you. And then even more so than that, Shopify does the math for you. So you don't really have to understand necessarily how they combine. Just wanted you to know pre-orders do have additional um, amounts off. Okay, so we're gonna move over to our individual plans. We're gonna start with the least expensive plan, the apprentice membership. This one only costs $5 a month. It's gonna give you 25% off on all of your orders. We recommend buying 2 cases, that is 12 vessels. But you can still buy like a single case of 6 vessels and still save, I think it's like $7 on the moderates like the Nevermores and the Luminaries, or almost like $15, I think, off of the novelties, off of the list prices. Basically, if you're gonna make a purchase, everyone should buy at least an apprentice membership. And also, we are not trying to be tricky here. You're welcome to cancel or pause your membership, like make a purchase, buy your plan, pay for that, make your purchase, and then cancel your membership plan. That's totally fine. We're totally fine with that. It should still give you like the rest of the month if you're going to buy anything else. But that way you're not going to have any sort of recurring fees. Once you do that, once you have the apprentice membership plan, it puts your moderate vessels in the $6 range and the novelty prints in about $9.65. Pre-orders are going to drop it a little bit further. Pre-ordering will drop about 60 cents off per price for the moderates, and then almost another $1 for the luxury line. But just remember, pre-orders are going to take, I don't know what, like 3 to 4 months to arrive. In stock, it should get to you in about a week. You know, that's why there's the difference in prices. For the next level up, the artisan plan, it goes up to $10 per month, but you get a 35% off discount of everything. For this one, we do recommend buying 4 cases. That's 24 candle vessels. This is also going to help with your shipping costs because we can ship 4 cases in one big box, and that big box only costs about, you know, maybe $5 more than shipping 2 individual cases. I don't know how they figure that. I guess it's just the size of the boxes, but you know, the moderates drop to the $5 range for the in-stock prices, and the novelty line goes down to $8.37 per vessel. Next, we have the professional membership plan. This one is a little bit more expensive. It's $25 per month, but you are getting a better price. Your moderates go down to the mid $4 range. The novelty print goes down to $7 per vessel. And then if you're willing to wait for those pre-orders, we can get that novelty print down into the $6 range. In this plan, we do recommend buying 48 vessels. That's 8 cases. And that just helps to maximize your savings, both in the, you know, amount per vessel and for shipping, since they would come in the 2 big boxes. And finally, we have our elite membership plan. These are our absolute best prices for the people that are buying at least 16 cases. That's 96 vessels. You know, these are the people that are really helping us meet those minimum quantity requirements. This drops your in-stock moderate prices into the $3 range. And then the novelty prints, we can get those into the $5 range. Pre-orders, even less. These are our absolute lowest prices. We're just breaking even at this point, but we really felt like it was so important to give those best prices to those people that are really doing the hard lifting in terms of helping us meet those minimum quantities. Okay, so let's look at scenarios. There are 3 different scenarios for each level. So let's look at this one. Let's say you're really interested in the moderate levels. You want to look at the Nevermores or the Luminaries. So if you didn't have a membership plan, The prices that we have listed on the website, Nevermore's are $49.32. A case of Luminaries is $52.92. You would be paying $102.24 before shipping, and that comes out to $8.52 per vessel. Now, if you have the membership plan, remember, lowest membership plan just costs $5. If you have this, your price goes down to $36.99 for the Nevermores and $39.69 for the Luminaries. That means you're going to save about $20 overall, and it drops your price per vessel $1.71 down to $6.81 on average per vessel. Let's say you are just really in love with the novelty prints. That's the only thing that you want to look at. Okay, so without the membership plan, 2 cases of novelties, you're going to be paying $77.22 for each case. That's $154.44 for those 2 cases. And that's $12.80 per vessel, right? But with the membership plan, that drops down to $57.92 per case. So you're going to pay $115.85, or sorry, 84 for those 2 cases. And then your membership fee is going to be $5. So your total is $120, which is you're saving $33. And then the price per vessel goes down to $10 per vessel. And then this last situation, I think that this is a really interesting thing that people should be considering. Think about, you can buy a case for now, and then you can pre-order a case for the future, right? So when you do that, the in-stock novelty price is $77.22 still, but then everybody gets the 10% discount on a pre-order because you have to wait for it, right? You have to wait several months. So that is a 10% discount. You would pay $69.50 for that. And that would bring your overall price per vessel to $12.23. But with the membership, remember, this is the cheapest membership, just $5 a month. You're going to pay the $57.92 for the in-stock case, and the pre-order price is $52.12. So your total is $115.04, and that brings it down to under $10 per vessel for the luxury vessels. For your moving to the artisan membership level, so the apprentice level has the lowest membership costs, but it also has the lowest discounts, right? For $10 per month, you're going to save even more. This gives you the 35% off, but it really makes more sense if you're going to buy 4 cases, and that is the 24 vessels. So just like in the first scenario, I'm going to start by looking at the moderate line. So the moderates drop down to the the $5 range, and but after you consider the membership fee, you're on average looking for about $5.95 per vessel for the moderates. If you're looking for the novelty print line, just like in the second scenario for the apprentice line, we're going to look at this time 4 cases of novelties. I think it's still the same, $12.87 on average per vessel if you don't have a membership. With the membership fee, 4 cases are only going to cost 200, like you're saving $100 right there. Even with the membership fee, you're saving almost $100. So it drops your vessel price down to $8.78 per vessel. And then finally, if you get, 2 for right now and then 2 for the future, you're going to be saving even more. You get to save another $10 off the already discounted price. So you're paying $200, and that drops your average vessel price to $8.36 per vessel. Now we're moving to our more expensive plans. This one is the $25 per month plan. We do recommend that you buy 8 cases, that's 48 vessels. So, you know, someone who wants a little bit more than the 24, but they're not really at the elite level yet. In this case, our moderate prices drop. After the membership fee, after you include that, the moderates are about $5.21 per vessel. If you're looking at the novelties, that will drop the price once you include the membership fee. That brings the price to $7.60 per vessel. I also want to point out that this is about the pre-order price at the artisan level. If you look at the pre-order cost for the artisan novelties, it's about the same. So you might want to, you know, take that into consideration if you're going to be pre-ordering, or if you want more things in stock, you know, which might work better for you. And then finally, if we're going to look at the case where we're going to get 4 for right now and 4 cases for a couple months later, you, you can see that the in-stock price here is just a little over $7. The pre-order price, $6.37. So when you do include the membership fee, your vessel price for the luxury vessels are $7.25. And yes, I do realize these are significantly more than what we sold them in the beginning. But you know, unfortunately, those prices just are not sustainable for us. For the elite tier, for this tier, this is where we suggest buying 96 vessels or at least 16 cases. Obviously, you're allowed to buy more if you need more. This is just kind of the minimum amount that we recommend to kind of maximize your membership fee. So if you can commit to buying at that level, you're going to get our absolute best prices. So for the moderates, our Nevermores and Luminaries on average drop down to $4.35 per vessel. For the novelty prints, after you consider the membership fee, in stock, you get them in about a week, $6.31 per vessel. If you're willing to wait for some pre-orders, look at this, these drop down to the $5 range. If you get both in stock and pre-orders with the membership fee, we're talking $6.02 per vessel. This is the absolute best price that we can give and still break even here. So that was a lot to go over. I know that the membership plans might not be the most intuitive, but we are here to answer any questions that you might have. If you do have any questions, comments, concerns, criticisms, don't hesitate to reach out. You're welcome to ask any questions on the Facebook group. You can reach out to me directly at shaunamcclure@gmail.com. Both I, Kelly, we're all here for you. And yeah, happy shopping.